Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. We got some breaking news. Tyrell Williams is headed to the Oakland Raiders. Now, the terms of this deal are still not yet known, but if you're a loyal watcher of the show, and you better be, so you better subscribe to youtube.com/Raiders Report, because this is one of those moves that I've been talking about for quite some time, and I like the idea of bringing over Tyrell Williams, a 6'4", 205-pound wide receiver who can stretch the field. We saw Mike Mayock say multiple times that, hey, we want to be able to add talent around Derek Carr. You insert Tyrell Williams now into this offense, and I'm liking it a lot. Now, I like the fact that the Raiders continue to be aggressive, and like I said before, the contract details are still not yet known. And all of a sudden now this Raiders wide receiver corps is looking solid. Also, to mention, this is only Tom and I doing this show, so if you see any weird things going on with graphics, Tom's doing his best. He's literally never produced a show in his life. Back to the news, though. Breaking news, the Raiders, they're going to sign Tyrell Williams, a wide receiver who I am absolutely ecstatic about, joining the Oakland Raiders. And one of the things that I think I love seeing the most out of this news is the fact that Mike Mayock is being true to his word, saying that we are going to build around Derek Carr. We are going to add talent, and we want to add speed around our quarterback, Derek Carr. And when you go out and add Tyrell Williams, look at this wide receiver core now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, man. We got Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams. What are they going to do now with Jordy Nelson, plus Marcel Aitman? I mean, this is pretty awesome, and I can see some people in the comments like Melinda, what's up with our defense? In due time, I think the Raiders are really going to address their defense in the draft. Let's not forget, they have 3 picks in the first round and then 4 picks in the top 35. So with that all being said, that's really, really awesome for me to see. And again, you got Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams, Jordy Nelson as the wide receiver corps for Derek Carr. I mean, how do you guys like that? And sounds good. We also, looks like we're having a super chat. So Tom did it. That's what's up. We did it, Tom. I want to give a shout out to Abram. Thank you very much. Keep up the great work, Mitch. Again, guys, I know the last time I broke some news here, I said I would get the super chats on screen. I promise you I will get all super chats on screen. I just didn't want to rush it because guess what? There's been so much news going on that I want to give the people who super chat me credit, okay? So for everybody else who super chatted me, you will be featured on a show, I promise you, for Chucky Heads Believe It, baby, very, very soon. But I will continue to keep up the great work. And make sure we see, type in this comment section, T for Tom, because Tom's never done this before. He's literally back there plugging away. And also, make sure you guys interact with me on Instagram and Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365, because right now we got over 400 people watching. So Raider Nation, much love to y'all. That's why I'm doing this kind of stuff. Tyrell Williams in 2018 had a little bit of a, I'll say a down year. 65 targets, 41 catches, 653 yards, and 5 touchdowns. But I don't want you guys to just look at what Tyrell Williams did in 2018. That's not what I want, okay? I want you to look at what this guy's done his entire career, and I want you to look back at his 2016 stats where he had over 1,000 receiving yards. The Chargers are one of those teams where they have Melvin Gordon. They've had Hunter Henry. They've had some other top options like Keenan Allen, and Tyrell Williams has been kind of pushed down the board a little bit. So with all that being said, I like Tyrell Williams. I like the addition here. And overall, it's just one of those things for me. I really like this addition, and I'm seeing some more, super chats come in, and I much appreciate it. I really do. And, Andrew says, I'm poor and can't afford an expensive super chat. Well, Andrew, I appreciate it no matter what, my man. And then we have James Luna, call me crazy, but I'm thinking about a playoff run. I don't hate that one whatsoever. And then we got Marlon saying, Mitch, I watch every day, much respect. And Andrew, I'm poor and can't afford an expensive super chat. At the end of the day, man, you're supporting me, you're supporting Raider Nation, and I appreciate that. So whether it's $1, $2, you want to throw in $20, be a big baller, man, I'm all about it. And the reason why people are super chatting is because we got breaking news. The Raiders signed Tyrell Williams, and I'm excited. And the other guy who's excited is my dude, James Luna. James, shout out to you, my man. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Anybody who super chats me, send me a screenshot that you super chatted me. I will 100% give you a follow back on Twitter and Instagram. Does that sound good? But call me crazy. I want you guys to comment below, okay? Comment below. How many games will the Raiders win in the 2019? Because it's starting to get interesting. Marlon, what you got for me, homeboy? Mitch, I watch you every day. Much respect. Marlon, much respect to you. Much respect to that super chat. Absolutely love it. I love that you guys interact with me all the time. And looks like we're going to get a nice little comment here in a few seconds. Tom's doing his best. Keep it going. How many games will the Raiders win in 2019? How many? What's the record? Before all these signings, I was saying the Raiders were going to go 6-10, maybe 7-9. Let's not forget, the Raiders have the hardest schedule in the NFL in terms of winning percentage last year, okay? Think about that. But now they're starting to add weapons. You add Antonio Brown. You add Tyrell Williams. You add Trent Brown. You add Lamarcus Joyner. You're adding all these players, and guess what? Things start to get crazy, and I'm super excited about it. And again, guys, I'm seeing a lot of these super chats come in. Make sure you hit me up on IG or Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. I promise you, I will follow you back, okay? You super chat me, I'll follow you back. It's that simple. Mercedes Renz looking fly like a G6. Speaking of G6, I just got hooked up with some C6 salsa and might be eating that one pretty soon. Will we give Carr a tight end or running back early in the draft? Mercedes, this is a great question. And I dropped my video yesterday about how the Raiders can sign Le'Veon Bell, and we know he went to the New York Jets. Well, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Jared Cook wants $12 to $14 million. That's a lot of money. And now you're also now going out and investing in Tyrell Williams. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't think the Raiders are going to bring back Jared Cook. I think that they're going to invest in the draft. They're going to invest in the draft, maybe like a tight end like a Noah Fant, who I really, really like. Maybe TJ Hawkinson slides down a little bit. Heck, Antonio Brown kind of rumored at the fact that Marquise Hollywood Brown would be an option for the Raiders in the draft. But you know as well as I do that I don't do this show about me. I want it to be about you. So comment below. Is there a tight end? Is there a wide receiver that you want the Raiders to target in the draft? Got another super chat coming in here for my dude, Caleb Landry. I'd like to see Crabtree and Brown work together. I like the idea, but I would much rather have the combination of Antonio Brown and Tyrell Williams than Michael Crabtree and Antonio Brown. And if you guys don't agree with me, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Heck, I want you guys to give me a one-word answer. When you saw that I went live and that the Raiders broke this and that they're going to sign Tyrell Williams, what's one word that comes to mind? One word, okay? And also, we got getting close to 600 people live, and I love doing this. And if you want me to continue to do this kind of stuff, you got to do one thing, okay? You got to subscribe. YouTube.com/Raiders Report, okay? YouTube.com/Raiders Report. You see that lower third? That's where it's located. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. And again, guys, you super chat me. Take a screenshot of it, all right? I know you got phones. I know you got laptops. Screenshot it. Slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. Show me the screenshot, and I will follow back everyone, okay? There it is again below. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. Make sure you turn notifications on so you know exactly when I go live. Cobra Mystic PS4. What's going on, my dude? Draft Josh Allen, Byron Murphy, N'Keal Harry in the first. Now, the Josh Allen, I think, is very interesting. I really like him coming out of Kentucky. He was one of the players that I think the Raiders really, really need to target with the fourth pick. Byron Murphy, a really solid cornerback who I like. However, he's not one of my top cornerbacks, but he is, I think, one of the better players out of Washington. Also, N'Keal Harry. I like N'Keal Harry a lot. He's starting to jump up my board. Really talented player who really, really had a solid NFL combine. PS4, thanks for the super chat. Slide in my DMs. Julian Buenos noches. What's the status on Jordy Nelson? Well, let's not forget, we signed Jordy Nelson to a 2-year, $15 million contract last year. But I've heard that the Raiders really like Marcel Aitman, and I've heard from multiple people who I really, really trust inside the organization that they also are targeting a tight end in the draft. They're targeting a wide receiver in the draft. Plus, if that's the case, I'm not sure what they're going to do with Jordy. Now, Jordy had 63 catches. He had a pretty solid year last year, 3 touchdowns. But they're adding a lot of these other pieces. Jordy may be on his way out. That's all I'm saying. Alex, what's going on, my man? Holy super chats. I love you guys so much. These reactions to this are absolutely insane. Alex, my dude, you the man, Mitch. Keep it coming. That's what she said. And because that's what she said, hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Again, you super chat me. please screenshot it. Slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I am following back 100% of the people who super chat me on today's show. For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. Much love. This super chat, woo, making my heart stop, making my heart beat. Daryl Anderson. Daryl, you come to Chat Sports. I am personally inviting you to Chat Sports Studios. We got kegs, we got beers. The first rounds, man, they are on me. We're doing a keg stand. We're putting it on the show. Who is the Raiders going to pick with the number 4 pick? Overall, what are you getting? Mac Wilson putting number 52 on his jersey. How about it, Mitch? A Mac for Mac. Go Raiders. For the number 4 pick, it's either Nick Bosa, Josh Allen. Heck, I wouldn't even mind a trade because when I look at some of the other moves that the Raiders have made, I don't know if Quinn Williams is going to be an option now. I'm trying to think. They re-signed Jonathan Hankins. Sorry, guys, I'm burping. To a 2 years. That kind of makes it seem like to me that they're not going to get Quinn Williams in the draft. So you have a very solid up front with Mo Hurst. You have it with Jonathan Hankins. Now another solid defensive player in Arden Key. Now maybe we can get another solid defensive end. Maybe you go trade up for a Nick Bosa. Maybe you trade up for a Josh Allen. All these are great options for me. Also, the Mac 52, if you guys want jerseys, hey, guess what? I'm giving away jerseys. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365 and make sure you guys are super chatting me because you 100% get on the show. But this show is not about me. What is your one-word reaction to the signing of Tyrell Williams? All right, no cheating. If you want to know my one-word reaction, hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Slide in those DMs. Absolutely insane. Tom's losing his mind with the amount of super chats we got coming in right now, and I absolutely love it, guys, so keep it coming. One-word reaction to Tyrell Williams signing with the Oakland Raiders. What do we got here? I'm looking at Wowzers by Caleb. Damian Doom, stoked. Win is from Mr. Tyrell. Beer 30s from Big Rock. YOLO, love it. Excited from Gal. No says explosive. All-Star says legit. These are all legit answers. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Van, my man, you know what gets me going, and I absolutely love it. Let's get a fire Tom Cable in the comment section because Tom Cable is garbage, and the reason why I don't use cable is because I watch everything on youtube.com/Raiders Report or our main channel, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. If you're not already subscribed to this channel or our main YouTube channel, what are you doing? Get with it. Get with the program. Subscribe. youtube.com/Raiders Report. Seeing a lot of FTs, seeing a lot of FCs. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I'm also all about these super chats. And again, guys, take a screenshot, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I am following back 100% of the people who super chat me. And this question is, what do you think about running back Tevin Coleman from Atlanta? I'm going to go into this one a little bit deeper later on our NFL show, so on the main Chat Sports channel. But I will say this. The fact that the Raiders missed out on Le'Veon Bell. The fact that the Raiders missed out on Mark Ingram. Because Mark Ingram now is with the Ravens. Le'Veon Bell to the Jets. Life's a gamble. And I think Tevin Coleman would be a good gamble for the Raiders. Also, there's another running back that's linked to the Raiders in trade rumors. And if you want to know who that is, you're going to have to, again, watch the show. youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. Cobra Mystic PS4. Another one coming in from you. You played baseball? Okay, I'm all about it. What position do you play? And if you want to go up against me, just a little brag here. I was a pitcher for 17 years and played semi-professional baseball in Germany, if that counts. But I will say this. Some of the players on my team literally got paid in beer. Sign Tevin Coleman or draft Darrell Henderson late. I think if we were going to go after Darrell Henderson, it was going to be originally with that third pick, all right? Or third pick. In the third round, pick 66. I necessarily don't know if that's going to happen now. If I had to pick between Tevin Coleman at age 26 or Darrell Henderson, I'd probably lean Tevin Coleman. I really like Tevin Coleman, a young running back, 26 years old, 800 rushing yards last year, 4.8 yards per carry. When he's gotten his opportunity to be the main running back for the Falcons, he's delivered. And again, he's one of the cheaper options, and it looks like the running back market is pretty cheap considering what Le'Veon Bell got. So if that's the case, give me Tevin Coleman, but I want to know from everybody watching, Tevin Coleman, Darrell Henderson. Can you do that? Awesome. If you want to get on the show, subscribe, youtube.com/Raiders Report, or a very, very easy way to get on the show is to super chat me, because if you do, for Chucky Heads, believe it, baby, you're getting on the show. So Joseph, much appreciated to you, my man. Much love. Again, hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Send me the screenshot. I'm giving out follow backs to everybody who super chats me on today's show. Damn, Mitch, you called it. Future analyst, just saying. I'm stationed, but in Colorado, so when the Raiders play the Broncos, I got a ticket. Okay, tacos, beer for you. I'll talk to my boss. I'll see what I can do. If you're going to hook me up with that, maybe help me out with a plane flight, and I might be able to buy the first few rounds. Or if you want to come to my studio, we got kegs. You and I were doing some keg stands. I also may need some help on drinking 84 beers in 6 minutes. I tweeted it out that if the Raiders go out and sign Antonio Brown or trade for Antonio Brown, I'm going to drink 84 beers in 6 minutes. And I am a man of my word. You have my word, okay? So in order for you to not miss it, subscribe. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. I will be drinking 84 beers in 6 minutes. For Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Also, I would like to be cremated. Not buried, just so you all know. Another comment coming in here from Chase E20. Thanks for the $1 super chat, my man. Take a screenshot of it. I appreciate it. And then all you got to do is just hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365, and I will 100% give you a follow back. It says, dude, you'll die, blackout, rip. At the end of the day, this is about building a community, and it's about building Raider Nation. If I got to drink 84 beers in 6 minutes to show y'all that I'm a diehard I don't want to say fan, but a diehard person who just wants to give you guys as much information and to show you that I want to be a part of this nation, guess what? I'm going to do it. So 808 Blah says, ha, ha, ha. Felix says, rip. If anybody wants to come into the studio and help me out, hit me up, IG or Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. The reason I'm doing this show is because the Raiders have signed Tyrell Williams. We still do not know the details yet of that contract, but Raider Nation, this is looking like one hell of a wide receiver core right now. We got Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams, Jordy Nelson. I mean, the Raiders tight end Jared Cook last year led the team with 68 receptions. Jordy Nelson had the most receptions from a wide receiver standpoint with only 63. So now we're seeing Tyrell Williams. He's coming on all over, and this is a pickup that I really, really like for the Oakland Raiders. And again, he's 6'4", 205 pounds. He can stretch the field. Mike Mayock wants to be able to get this guy because why? He can stretch the field. You want to add talent around Derek Carr, an easy way to do it is Tyrell Williams. And it's also a great story. Out of Western Oregon, a 2015 undrafted free agent who had his best year in 2016 where he had over 1,000 receiving yards. I like Tyrell Williams. He's been a player that I've said for a while would be a great option for the Raiders to go out and get because, again, you're looking for size, you're looking for a red zone option, and don't look at what he did in 2018. Don't just look at that. I want you guys to realize the upside that this player has coming on over and for the Raiders. I'm telling you right now, it's a great, great addition. Money Mayock, people are excited. The other thing I'm really excited about here with this move, Mike Mayock said that we are going to surround Derek Carr, and at the end of the day, I'm taking what Mike Mayock says, and I'm believing him. And I believe him because he's doing it. He's adding Antonio Brown. He's adding Tyrell Williams. He's giving Derek Carr guaranteed money. So for all you people who still think that they're going to move on from Derek Carr, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. I also see a lot of comments flowing in about my 84 beers in 6 minutes, and I appreciate your guys' concern. I really, really do. So just keep those comments flowing in, and when Tom can get them pulled up, we'll get them going. Make sure you guys subscribe, youtube.com/Raiders Report, the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube. Tom, my man, you're doing great. Can we get some teas in the comment section for Tom? Because Tom's never produced a show ever, and he's literally doing all this without knowing how to do it. And just if Tom wouldn't be able to do it, I wouldn't be able to come on live. So just so you guys know, get some teas in the comment section for Tom because he definitely appreciates it. AB, 1,300 yards easily. Just win, baby. Rest in peace, Al Davis. Let's get some rest in peace, Al Davis, for him. Also, let's get over-under 1,300 yards for Antonio Brown. It's a lot. It's a lot. But the reason why I really want to ask this one question coming up here. Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams are the now new weapons for Derek Carr. So, Raider Nation, how many passing touchdowns for Derek Carr in 2019? How many? How many are we getting? When I see the questions or when I see some answers flowing in, I'll start giving you some shout-outs on the show. You want to shout out right now? How many passing touchdowns for Derek Carr? All right, we got Thomas Alvarez says 30. Kayla Perker says 28. Pineapple Combo 32. Anthony says 36. Jonah says 38. First Catch says 47. West Coaster says 40. A lot of comments coming in. If you want to know how many touchdowns I think Derek Carr is going to throw this year, hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Now, why is Raider Nation freaking out? Because we've been active this offseason, and I am super excited. Now, here's some of the Raiders' offseason additions, okay? You got Antonio Brown, 3 years, $51 million, could make up to 54. Trent Brown, 4 years, $66 million, $16.5 million per year, and also $36 million guaranteed. Lamarcus Joyner, 4 years, $42 million. Great picks. And Tyrell Williams, we have still yet to get the details on the Tyrell Williams money in years. But either way, the Raiders are making some moves. And I'm guilty of saying that I thought the Raiders were going to wait. I thought the Raiders were going to wait in terms of maybe making that push for 2020. Nah, they're doing it right now. 2019, they're trying to sell tickets. They're trying to put butts in seats. I freaking love it, man. Absolutely love it. And it all started with the Antonio Brown trade to the Raiders. Really, really good deal here. 3 years, $50.125 million, $19 million per year. Makes him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, and he can make up to $54.125. But why was AB so happy? It's because of that guaranteed money, because of that guaranteed cash flow. And I see people commenting around AB, Tyrell Williams. But also, I think it's really important that we think about Trent Brown, because Trent Brown's going to be protecting Derek Carr. So for y'all saying that Derek Carr is going to throw for 5,000 passing yards, I'll definitely take the under. But with seeing that, Trent Brown's got a big responsibility ahead. And the fact that Trent Brown's coming over, that's going to slide Colton Miller. It's going to slide Colton Miller on over to the right tackle position, because let's be real, the Raiders, they allowed 52 sacks last year. They need to be able to improve on that offensive line. Lamarcus Joyner, you guys are saying, well, what about the defense? They signed Lamarcus Joyner, a little bit of an undersized safety. If you want to think about a 1B version of the Honey Badger Tyrann Mathieu, Lamarcus Joyner is that. Now, if we can get the 2017 version of Lamarcus Joyner, that's a pick I'm absolutely loving. Again, guys, the Super Chats, I freaking love them. You want to get on the show, 4 Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. All you got to do is hit me with that Super Chat, and make sure you guys take that screenshot of it, okay? Take a screenshot of it, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm giving follow backs to anybody and everybody who super chats me, because the way I look at it, you support me, you support what I do here at Chat Sports, I'm going to give you a follow back. Derek Carr, 5,000 yards possibility and 40 touchdowns, I'm guessing. 5,000 yards, I'll say that as a 1 Chucky head, maybe a half a Chucky head. Guys, Derek Carr has thrown for 4,000 yards one time in his entire career, which was this past year. 40 touchdowns, bit of a stretch. His career high is 32. His next highest is 28. I think Derek Carr is going to have a good year, especially with AB, especially with Tyrell Williams. They're going to try to figure out what Derek Carr has. You're going to figure out really quick if Derek Carr is the franchise quarterback or not. And if we find out that he's not, see ya, because they're going to cut him because it's only a $5 million cap hit next year. Next, Super Chad. Joseph, another one. Mitch, I'm going to help you with those 84 beers. The real question is when. Joseph, I have yet to figure out when I'm going to do it. Our main producer, Brett, he went to Disney, or he went to some cruise, which is why Tom is stuck producing. So for that reason, when he gets back, we'll talk. I'll talk to my boss, James Yoder. Go follow him at James T. Yoder, and we'll figure it out. If you guys want them to help me out, let me know, because I think I may need a little bit of a help. But in terms of just drinking the 84 beers, I'm going to handle that all by myself, okay? And if you want an inside look at it, make sure you guys follow Chat Sports on Instagram, all right? So it's at Chat Sports, ChatSports on Instagram. Follow them, and they're going to give you an inside look at some of the behind-the-scenes stuff while I'm doing it, all right? Sounds good. Let's move on now. Tyrell Williams to the Raiders. We got breaking news. Also, throwing those one-word reactions to this news. I want to see what you guys are feeling. How do you feel about it? We got more Super Chats coming in, guys, so definitely appreciate that. Tom's losing his mind. He's like, oh, my God, I can't believe we're doing this. Tyrell Williams to the Raiders. A great move by Oakland, trying to surround Derek Carr with a lot of talent. And for me personally, I'm really excited about this move. People are saying I'm going to black out on screen. I'm going to black out if we keep signing all these players. I'm super excited about it. And if you guys keep super chatting me, heck, I might black out right now. I might go do I might chug a beer on screen right now if we get some more super chats. Why not, right? So Cobra Mystic PS4, another super chat, buddy. Much appreciated. Does Devin Bush slide into the second round, or should we target Jalen Ferguson in the second? I also got you with those beers, brother, coming from Idaho. Okay. If anybody wants to send me beers, hit me up on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. I'll drink some beers on air. I also had somebody hook me up with some salsa. So shout out to you, John. I appreciate the salsa. Also, Crenshaw C6, I believe, is the company. I'll be eating some of that later. But does Devin Bush slide to the second round? I don't think so. I think Devin Bush is a very, very talented linebacker out of Michigan. And it's Devin White, Devin Bush, and then Mack out of Alabama. I think Devin Bush should be a target for the Raiders at pick 24. But I don't even know if he's going to make it there. I mean, he had an unbelievable combine. Tom's shaking his head no, but never know, never know, never know. Guys, again, Tyrell Williams has signed with the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to loop through this video, okay? You guys can keep it going. We're going to keep talking about it, I guess. Tyrell Williams has gone to the Raiders. We still do not know the terms of this deal quite yet. However, it's a great addition. Mike Mayock is staying true to his word, and I absolutely love it. And it's one of those moves where we do not know the contract details yet, but suddenly the Raiders' wide receiver core looks really, really solid. And I think all of us can agree that we're excited. You add Antonio Brown. You add Tyrell Williams. These are two solid wide receivers. Now, I do think the signing of Tyrell Williams means that Jared Cook is likely on his way out. I don't think the Raiders are going to bring back Jared Cook. I think the Raiders are going to look to invest in a tight end in the draft, maybe like a Noah Fant, okay? Maybe like a Noah Fant. Now, Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams, Jordy Nelson. This is what the wide receiver depth chart is looking like for the Oakland Raiders, and it's exciting. Marcel Aitman kind of emerged a little bit. Dwayne Harris is more just a special teams player and overall doing really well. But we're seeing a lot of these other moves come in here.
Some non-Raiders news. This is Tom, by the way, behind the scenes off screen. Non-Raiders news, but we're on air, so I figure we might as well break it. Adrian Peterson's going back to the Redskins on a 2-year, $8 million deal. And then if you guys, Raiders fans, want to trade for a defensive end, Emmanuel Ogbah's on the market. Browns are shopping it.
Emmanuel Ogbah on the market, guys. And also Adrian Peterson, some breaking news there from Tom. He was looking at me weird. I didn't know what was going on. Adrian Peterson is going back to the Redskins. Kind of surprised considering Darius Geis is there. However, I want to talk about the Raiders. And again, if you're just joining me, the Raiders have signed Tyrell Williams. This is what the depth chart looks like. We're going to keep it flowing through here. The Raiders are going to be aggressive, aggressive. And the fact that now they have Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams, I think this means that the Raiders will move on from Jared Cook. And they could look at a tight end like a Noah Fant. Maybe a TJ Hawkinson slides to them in the draft. Overall, really, really excited. And I want to know from you, one-word reaction. One-word reaction to the Tyrell Williams signing. The Raiders are being active. They're a great team right now. They're an exciting team to cover. But I want to know from everybody watching, okay? What is your one-word reaction to the signing of Tyrell Williams? This is a young wide receiver, 6'4", 205 pounds. Mike Mayock said they want to be able to add speed. They want to be able to stretch the field. Tyrell Williams is a great addition to this offense, okay? Make sure you guys subscribe to youtube.com/Raiders Report, the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys are hitting me up on IG. Make sure you're hitting me up on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. And if I put you on the show with the super chat, make sure you screenshot it, okay? Screenshot it and then slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm hooking up everybody who does that with a follow back. Again, a one-word reaction to Tyrell Williams signing, because I'm telling you what, big move here. Tyrell Williams signs with the Oakland Raiders. Breaking news down. Make sure you subscribe. youtube.com/Raiders Report. I'll be looping through. If I missed any of your questions, hit me up. I'll be in the comments section.